Hello and welcome. I am George, and I also go by such nicknames like Rusty Cat and Neck of a Million. And it's gonna be a response to what I've seen on for the week with Liana K's videos. Talking softly because it's kind of late at night. And wanted to give myself enough time to actually process it and say what I want to say. And I also have my console set up, a Nintendo Switch. So if anyone's curious, what's the past few games I've been playing, there you go. Um, but yeah, there's a lot I've been wanting to say and trying to process. So I mean, and there's also a lot of things that she says that I basically do agree with. Um, there's certain controversies I'm just not gonna touch because yeah, some of that stuff, along with others, and it's just such a mess. It's not quite good to really jump into, you know. Um, One of the things she said in a Monday video, and I do agree with it, like what said of how people extrapolate, same with views on opinions, fictional works, um, people who throw too many toys, throw their toys around. Yeah, too many people doing that as well. Um, Mind you, this isn't just gonna be about her Monday video. It's also about Liana's Tuesday video as well. Um, Generally speaking, a lot of stuff I do actually agree with. So I'm not going to go into every detail. You know, just gonna avoid redundancy that way. You know. Um, Although one thing I do want to point out is I wish there were links to the what is it, Music Nation. Um, that Leanne said. I just wrote down my notes here. Music Nation. I should have wrote everything down she said. But yeah, trying to find links to that, because I'm more of a music geek in a sense than I am a gamer. Surprisingly enough, I mean, music is the reason why I jumped into a Toho Project series. So, or rather, why I continue to enjoy Toho Project. Um, There's one, of course, that says Anatomy of Common Flowers, which is which is an interesting fighting game. Okay, but enough of that. There is a lot to go over, and I have actually made sure to watch her videos multiple times, so I'm sure I didn't miss anything. Um, and for starters, one of the solutions to these problems of you know, and as she said in the Monday video, and it's hard for me to really say what would be a good solution because I mean, I put here the best I could think of is speak instead of text. Uh, Seeing how something as simple as "hello there" can easily be misinterpreted. Like, did someone say "hello there" as a greeting? Is it more as a joke? As a reference to Star Wars? Um, is saying "hello there"? Um, is it a sarcastic? Is it interpreted as sarcastic? Someone's like, "Oh, hello there," something like that. And I find that a lot of times when it comes to these online arguments, it's often over what text is being presented, and oftentimes someone think that there's a certain tone with that text, and sometimes the tone really isn't there, and that's not the intention. Which is also probably why a lot of people will, myself included, will use images, animated GIFs or GIFs, whatever you want to call them, memes and such, because it at least gives a context to the idea that is trying to be presented, trying to be expressed. So I guess it's more of a. Oh, that was a weird effect to this getting like that. My apologies. Never expected that to happen. Um. Oh, hey, the blurring problem's going away. Yeah, sorry about that. Um. But yeah, like there's a lot I could say. A lot I want to say, like in regards to like how people react to actors and actresses and stuff like that. Um. Though before then, something I do want to say about the Tuesday video, which is that um I did leave a comment in that video, but I do have to admit I am a little dishonest with that comment because like I was saying this whole thing about AAA games. Um, and the fact is that there's actually a AAA game I do find interesting, but at the same time, there's a part of me that's saying it's a waste of time, it's a waste of money, which is Apex Legends. And like back when that game was still new, um, it's only been out for like a month or whatever. I don't remember how long Apex Legends has goes back to, but like I've seen a lot of people I follow play it, and while it does look good, at the same time there's something at the back of my head that's making me think it's not for me. It's not for me, and for the past couple of years I've also been following what's called VTubers. Basically, people use virtual avatars to do performances and online streams, and I see a lot of them jumping into Apex as well, and it's like, and like with all these people jumping into it, looks like a good game. Looks like kind of game that I could enjoy. Maybe I can look past the whole AAA thing. I mean, hell, my cynicism almost made me avoid Pokemon Shield, but I mean, obviously I play Pokemon Shield and I obviously enjoy it, but at the same time, there's still that side of me. It's like, yeah, but Apex is different. It's not your kind of game, and yeah, that's kind of a rough thing, when this idea that you shouldn't be playing it is because like a lot of people look at me and think, oh, it's a game that I would be into, but at the same time, there's just certain things that kind of make it hard for me to want to spend my money on it. Um, so there's that. And one other thing, which is perhaps the most important thing, because one thing in particular that actually struck me, um, is the talk of from the Monday video of people being used as commodities, and which is what made me want to do this video in the first place. I'll just read it note for note as I've written it down. This is what made me want to respond. We see it with the strange relationship between audience and celebrity, like stuff like people obsessing over the celebrity gossip stuff, the whole basically tabloid stuff and how people react to the rumors and such, and how people tend to kind of have a double standard when it comes to celebrities. Um, and when it comes to online, I see the same kind of behavior. Be it viral sensations, those who are referred to as influencers, as much as I hate using that term. But yeah, if you're like part of some viral sensation, or if you're what's referred to as an influencer, you end up getting the same kind of gaff that would be directed towards a celebrity, and for some weird reason this is seen as okay. Like how you can't just have someone taking random pictures of audience members who don't want it, who don't consent to it, and yeah, those audience members can file a lawsuit. But if you're a celebrity or deemed as being on the same level as a celebrity, such as an influencer, it's seen as okay. And I think this mindset may be contributing to the problems that we are seeing. And even with the previously mentioned VTubers, a lot of them have, in fact, years before have quit due to mental health issues, and I do wonder if perhaps this is a contributing factor. Much like how this can also be a contributing factor for the mental health issues of those who quit other industries. Pardon, something on the camera there. And yeah, like with this behavior, like seeing people quit, it's a heartbreaking thing. And even if it's someone whose performance I don't really care for, like that's besides the point. Like these people who want to do a performance, make people happy or whatever the case may be, like they're just treated like a commodity rather than their own individual person, and it does seriously bother me, especially when it comes to those of the online status, as I've said. Granted, I admit I don't always act respectful myself, seeing how there are times when I've been pretty negative towards celebrities. But looking at what's been going on with the online discourse, I've been thinking twice about it. Matter of fact, there's even been opportunities to, okay, no, I'm just being a braggart if I bring that up, so I'm not gonna. Because there's no virtue in bragging. But yeah, I do try to the best of my abilities, and I do think that just as how when it comes to like the people who do viral sensations, your Markipliers and whatnot, and how I have respect for those people, and how I have respect for like the VTubers, like I don't know, I've heard people refer to it as Kson and others refer to it as Kson, Kson if curious. If I'm willing to respect those people, then I should, by all means, extend that respect to people like Brie Larson. Although I've not joined in the harassment towards her, but at the same time, I do have my cynicism when I don't even know what's going on behind the scenes for Brie Larson. Or any celebrity for that matter. I wish there was a solution for that as well, but best I could say is ask people to be nice, which is easier said than done. I mean, perhaps we do need to remember that. Oh, that was a fast car. My apologies. The last thing I wrote down in my notes is perhaps we need to remember behind all these performances is a person who's probably giving it their all to succeed. And there may be stuff going on in the background that we're not aware of. Kind of like the stuff that came out about what unfortunately happened with Britney Spears. I can say a lot more, but I think everything I said is what I wanted to say. Will this end up in a Feedback Friday? I don't know. Like, I am recording this late, and I'm gonna upload it anyways. Send a message saying, hey, I responded to your videos, so there's that. So whether Liana watches this or other people in her audience watches this, or whatever the case may be, I want to at least have my thoughts out there in the ether. So, George here, Rusty Cat, Neck Over Million, and I thank you for watching.